For the record, it's Jets Day, D Day as I like to call it. Currently 21-7. Patriots just scored, and I'm maybe one more score away from turning this game off. We'll see. We'll see about that.
Don't worry, I'll keep it on and keep you updated.
Make sure you have true friends in your life that let you know how your team does, even when you no longer want to watch them. But I'll talk briefly about it. With 7:46 left in the third, 21-7 Pats. Like I said, I think the two stats that stick out for me: Justin Fields is 5 for 9 with 25 yards of passing, and Drake May is 19 for 23 with 205 yards of passing. And that's it. And that's all I got. That's as basic as it can be.
Yeah, I mean, you can't throw for 25 yards and expect to win a football game.
We've been doing it all year, brother. But let's see. We had some good football this weekend.
We did. A lot of good football.
After the stinker we recorded last Thursday with, so I'm glad that wasn't the case. But what kind of I mean, there's a bunch of games here, but what kind of sticks out to you for the Sunday slate?
Sorry, I was let me get to my NFL tab here. There we go. Okay. Colts Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
An electric football game to watch. Miami
beating
Buffalo. Shocker. Pats Bucks was a really good game. And then the Saints, after the Panthers had looked so good for a while, and I will shout out the no pump celebration. I can't appreciate, but that was the only touchdown that was scored that game for them, for the Panthers.
You really
that is.
Gotta make it count then.
Yeah. So outside of that, those 4:00 games were blowouts. I don't want to say boring, but definitely one-sided. I don't think we expected anything out of the Commanders after losing Daniels. I mean, Mariota's not horrible.
True.
But I wasn't expecting a 44 bomb from the Lions to drop on them.
No, I think honestly the Jags Texans game. So we were out with a bunch of Jaguars fans in heartbreaking fashion to lose that one. You can see 26 points in the fourth quarter is just amazingly bad.
Yeah.
But I think we texted, but Jets winning 2 games in a row, beating the Browns. I don't know if that was good or bad, because if that's the team that we're going to be fighting with for a number 1 pick, do you want them to lead? What matters more, wins now or a better pick? And unfortunately, that's the conversation that we're having, right? The only other game that really stuck out to me was Ravens, because I think that this shows that the 2-5 Ravens without Lamar are not the same team, clearly, but they've got to be a favorite to win the division now.
Yeah.
4-5.
Yeah. And I forget what I was listening to, but they were going through a bunch of these teams, and they were like, the Ravens, who were 2-5 a little bit ago, they're not missing the playoffs now. Like, I agree with you. I think they're for sure, gonna probably win out. I mean, we could take a look at their schedule, but now they've got Lamar, they're a completely different team.
So remaining still at the Browns, home for the Jets, home for the Bengals, home for the Steelers, at the Bengals, home for the Patriots, at the Packers, at the Steelers. I would say there's probably 3 question marks in there. At Packers, home for the Pats, at the Steelers last day of the season. Those other
Maybe.
ones seem like pretty surefire dubs.
Because I think unless, I mean, the Bengals haven't really looked horrible with Flacco. Flacco's been playing really
No.
well, but I think it's going to be between these. It might come down to that last game at the Steelers for who wins that division.
Mm-hmm. And let's see, just for funsies, let's see the Steelers schedule. Steelers still have Bengals, Bears, Bills, Ravens, Dolphins, Lions, Browns, Ravens. Having both the Lions and the Bills in there, and that Chicago's not going to be. That's no joke.
No, Chicago's been kind of balling.
Besides losing last weekend, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's was some interesting games. The Seahawks were up 28-0 in a flash. We're gonna have to briefly touch on the fact that Kyler Murray maybe is done playing for Arizona.
I would probably say so.
Like, it's not called silent quitting, but a silent firing. Like, I don't. They put him on IR after just saying basically, "Hey, Jacoby Brissett's the quarterback."
And I mean, they lost, but he was productive. 22 of 44.
He's had
They can.
250 yards in all 4 games he's played.
Yeah,
At
like.
minimum. And Kyler's due, I think, $37 million next year. Kind of makes you think. If you cut him, you're on the hook for it, right? We saw that with Deshaun, but
Mm-hmm.
is it better to just stick with the old guy? I mean, I don't know. That's a tough one. They're 3-6, so you're looking at a top 10 pick regardless. But that's a team that's kind of in a weird spot. Commanders are in a weird spot. And
Yeah,
there's
going from
two
the
stinkers.
second place last year to now.
Mm-hmm. And I get it, right? He's hurt, sure, and you can say that, like, that happens to teams all the time. Quarterback goes down, team's bad for a year. Joe Burrow was a great example.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bengals come back and have a great season, but there's clearly more wrong with that team than just missing Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
And then the Monday night game was atrocious, but not that anybody could watch it with the feud that's going on with YouTube TV and ESPN. But 10-7, and both touchdowns came in the fourth quarter. And oh boy, that was not good.
That was terrible to watch, I'll be honest.
And by golly, Justin Fields just threw for a touchdown.
Hey, here we go. Still got plenty of time.
I was gonna say, what was the spread you bet up? 12.5?
7.5.
Where did you find it at 7.5? What are you doing?
Hard Rock?
ESPN had it at 11.5 pregame, and then I think it actually bumped to 12.5 right before kickoff.
It was right after they scored, is what happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I was too busy today. So I didn't get to it till after the game
Yeah,
started.
if you had logged on 30 minutes before, then you'd be looking real pretty, and so it was good. Wow.
Because, I mean, I had a thought that was like, hey, there's a chance they win this game.
You know, historically, we are not good at Foxborough. Well, mainly Brady, but normally when the Pats come to New York, it's a tighter game
Mm.
in the last 5 years or so. But no, I would have. Actually, I think I did pick the Patriots tonight, just because I would rather be right about something. But yeah, that's your NFL talk. This weekend's games also look like they're going to be some good ones here. We've got Buccaneers, Bills, Bengals, Steelers should be a good game. Chargers, Jags could be a good game. Seahawks and Rams, both teams that are 7-2. Ravens should beat the Browns. Chiefs, Broncos would be a great game. Eagles, Lions is a great game.
Another Monday night stinker, probably.
Another Monday night stinker. What are they doing? So the 2 follow-up questions I have for the NFL. One is, who's your MVP right now?
There's a chance it's Stafford. There's a chance it's May. It could be
Because I think this was 2 weeks ago
running
we
back
talked
for the
about it.
Colts. Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor, I think that's still my pick. That was the last we talked about it.
And then he now has the record for the year for longest rushing touchdown, his 83-yarder Sunday when they played in Berlin.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yes,
I don't know
JSN.
if MVP, but he's having a great year.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, I mean, look at that. They're 7-2. He's already over 1,000 yards receiving. So 9 games in. So you get 8 games still to play. So this man could break 2,000 yards receiving.
JT has more rushing yards.
Okay, well, what's the singles? I know that there's been 3 running backs that have cracked 2,000 yards. What's the single season receiving record? $1964. Megatron.
You can get that. And then 1947 at Cooper Cup.
I'm just saying, if you become the receiver that cracks that 2,000 for the first time, that might be it. Lock it up. I mean, that list is crazy, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Cooper Cup, Julio Jones, Jerry Rice, Antonio Brown.
And I think that was Cup's year. He won Triple Crown for receptions and touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was question number 1. And then question number 2, we're going to play a little game of Would You Rather.
Okay.
Because I have 2 teams here, similar records, and I'm curious to gauge kind of where you think these teams are headed. Okay. So first off, we have a team that is 5-4, top of their division. We have a team that is 5-4. They're both in the AFC. Second in their division. It's the Steelers and the Jaguars. Which team would you rather be right now? One loses a heartbreaker last weekend, and the Steelers kind of got blown out. But I'm looking let's go rest of this year, so the next 8 weeks.
I'm going to say the Steelers, they have a better chance to just outright win their division. The Jags, if they're even close, are going to have to bank for a wild card at this point. Unless, we're assuming health, I'm assuming everything kind of, even though that's not the game, but assuming things stay as they are and nothing crazy happens. I know anybody can beat anybody on any given day, but the Colts are a better football team than the Jaguars. And they've been proving that. So they're probably going to win that division. The Steelers, if they can muster up a win versus the Ravens, there's a chance they win that division.
Agreed. So they still get to play them twice.
You have to play them twice, and it's the last game of the season, and it's at the Steelers, I'm pretty sure.
The one that is the last game of the season is in Pittsburgh, yeah. So a little home game to finish the year.
Yes. I think I'd rather be the Steelers right now.
And then I have one more for you. And they're actually both... Let me just confirm that. Yeah, both teams are on 3 wins. So, this time I have the Miami Dolphins sitting at 3-7, or the Atlanta Falcons at 3-6.
I think the Atlanta Falcons have a lot more hope. I would much rather beat them. Yeah, because, Weitzer's Madman takes, I don't think are going to be a thing this year.
Does not look like it's going to pan out.
Not this year, but he's on to something. I will say that. This team, on a good day, looks like they can... Yeah, that was a long reception there. Looks like they could take down Giants, right? But the consistency's not there. They still got a young quarterback, right, in Penix Jr. But they got Bijan, who's been balling, and they might just need to add one or two more pieces. You know, they pick up someone like an Egbuka that the Bucks picked up this year. They might be in a good spot in the next few seasons. So I think I'd rather be the Falcons, and even just this year, I'd rather be the Falcons. That injury to Tyreek, like, kind of shot the whole Dolphins season, in my opinion.
And then you lose, your GM gets fired too?
Mm-hmm. So they're in a tough spot.
Okay. Well, that's some NFL talk. I will say this is also the Madrid game, which is 9:30 Sunday morning. Of course, the NFL gods did a great job of blessing the people of Spain with this awful football game of Washington versus Miami. But I will say we said that the Colts-Falcons game last week in Berlin was fantastic. So there's no telling, but that's where my mind's at. Anything else you got for the NFL?
Not for NFL.
Well, let's scooch on over to college. And our picks were way off. These games were a lot closer. The games that should have been blowouts were closer, and the games that should have been closer were not. But all your top teams win. No real surprises there. The only thing that I think really caught my Texas Tech blowing out BYU.
Yeah, that was tough. And BYU was already ranked lower. And I kind of harped on it last week about them being the undefeated and being still ranked lower than some 1-2 loss teams. I think it was just 1 loss teams at the time. But then that happens. And it's like, okay, maybe they know what they're talking about.
The last second Indiana touchdown, the toe tapper.
Dude, that was one of the
catch.
craziest catches I've ever seen. Because you could see it on the replay. He watches the football all the way in and looks down at his feet to make sure that he's, tapping.
A millimeter, right?
Athleticism, fundamentals, like just all around A+, S tier. Just goodness gracious.
That'll be a fun one. That'll be a fun one like 3 years from now. Remember this crazy catch?
Yep.
Virginia is officially on fraud watch after putting up 3 field goals against Wake Forest at home.
Yeah, a team that FSU, who does not look good, still does not look good, losing to Clemson, kind of beat the brakes off of. And then Virginia can't turn around and do anything is kind of
sus.
Yeah.
Louisville, suspect.
ACC is going to have nobody in the CFP. Well, they'll have to put one. They'll have to put one, but...
and then battle for the W's. Wisconsin beats Washington.
That was a good one for Wisconsin.
Well, Wisconsin's in another big game this weekend as we scooch on over to current.
Oh, wait, and also have to mention, how about them Wildcats? Kentucky beat Florida 38-7 with a 21-point fourth quarter. We love that.
Well deserved. I'll give you that. We're blessed with some good Friday night games though.
Clemson, Louisville.
Sorry, my phone's blowing up telling me that the Jets are still in this game. Clemson, Louisville, and then Minnesota, Oregon. Both are pretty good.
Oregon was in a tough one with Iowa last week, so that might be a good one to watch.
Wisconsin then gets to see if they can stick it to Indiana.
See if they can make some college football happen.
And that's your big noon kickoff. South Carolina, A&M, Notre Dame, Pitt. Oh, actually, no, sorry. Notre Dame, Pitt might be your big game.
Watch that game. It's a test for both teams. Pittsburgh's freshman quarterback, and then Notre Dame, who opened the season 0-2, fighting for that CFP spot. I think both of these teams are fighting for the CFP spot here this weekend.
Oh boy, Drake May is just a technician, man. Just knows how to find these guys. Michigan Northwestern. Ooh, your USF Bulls
Always a good game here.
have a toughie on their hands at Navy. And I think the issue is if USF loses that, that's probably curtains for their chance.
Yes, at 24, they're gonna have to have a hell of a finish here. Let's see who else they got. Navy, UAB, Rice. They're not gonna earn any credits for CFP, but for conference,
That's what I'm looking at right now. Conference standings.
Yeah,
So
they
you and Navy at top. But
they kinda
two
have to win
losses,
this.
two loss. Oof.
all one-loss teams, top 5 in the American.
Yeah, that's. Whew. Yeah,
You-
I think if you lose this, you're done.
USF finishes the season with 4, 5. I guess their whole schedule is all. Yeah, they'll play a couple out of conference, but UAB and Rice, 2-4, 1-4. So that should be easy games for them. I'm looking at Navy now. Navy's got Memphis and then Army. So they've got a tougher last 2 games for sure. That Army-Navy
That
game's
Army-Navy
always...
game is- yeah, you never know what's going to happen there.
Oh, I've been to one of those. It was incredible.
I think team of the weekend might be Oklahoma, Alabama. Fear.
Probably. Let's see who else we got
Although it's also
here.
Texas, Georgia. Should be a good one.
You hope.
Yeah, I mean that's really it. A couple other close games, but I think as far as like seeding and what you're looking like, I mean NC State could be spoiler by beating Miami, but Sac Mary, nice. A third loss for Oklahoma might knock them out.
I think it
Especially
does.
being in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
I think this might be Alabama's. Is this their toughest test remaining? Oh, big time! Yeah, Eastern Illinois is next, and then Auburn. Although they have had a gauntlet, I give them that. But yeah, man, I don't know. Some good games coming up. Now, looking at players, is there a Heisman favorite you have right now?
There were a couple guys we had watches on, right? Like Ole Miss quarterback.
We talked about the Oklahoma quarterback.
Yep. I think right now my front runner might be Mendoza
I'm pulling up.
from Indiana.
This is FanDuel odds right now, entering Week 12. So yeah, Mendoza's top at plus 130. Well, the top 5 are quarterbacks, but yeah.
Mendoza's up there. Carr's had a really good season for Pitt. Who else? Gunnar Stockton's not on there, right?
He is. He's
Oh.
way down. He's plus 33.
Okay. Tennessee was no Aguilar. No Aguilar.
No.
So no Arch, right?
Arch is not on there, no.
What about Ohio State quarterback?
Saiyan, yep,
Super,
he's
Super
number-
Saiyan.
He's number 2, plus 170.
I think that would be it.
Name the other 3 quarterbacks.
No. Oh, yes. Crap. I just watched him dice up LSU the other night.
I know you know 2 of these, for sure.
Texas A&M's quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
Marcel.
Reed, yep.
Okay.
Plus 700.
Man,
They're both SEC.
both SEC. Okay, these last 2.
Mm-hmm. One played last year, balled out. One is new this year.
Hold on. All right, I'm gonna pull up a list of teams.
I will say the other 2 that are at the bottom of the list, Jeremiah Smith, wide receiver, Ohio State, and then Jeremiah Love, running back, Notre Dame. Both of them are 25.
Jeremiah Smith had a crazy catch this weekend too.
Dude, he's going to be fantastic.
Okay, got my teams here. Oh, Pavia?
Pavia's on there.
Okay.
He's plus 2,000. There's one more, though, that's got decent odds.
Did I say Ole Miss's quarterback?
He's not on there.
It's not on there. I don't know. Is it Bama's?
It is
Simpson?
Bama.
Simpson?
Ty Simpson.
Simpson?
Simpson. Ty Simpson plus 800. Now, looking at this list, you're the Jets right now. You get the number one pick. What are you doing with it?
Depends. So, are you still in this? We want a running quarterback, or because
unfortunately they didn't answer my calls. They hired you as the GM.
they hired you. Okay. I think if you were benching Fields and you're just saying, "Hey, we're going to use this number one pick to pick our next guy,"
Okay.
I think you might go for Reed.
Ooh. Okay. I don't know enough about him yet. He's one I got to look into.
I'll be honest, I've only seen 2 of his games, like sat and watched start to finish. But man, is that kid athletic.
He is.
And translating from college to NFL, way different,
Sure.
right? Way different. So you probably won't see the same sort of things, but we see it with Lamar.
He's only a sophomore,
He is. He's a redshirt sophomore.
so he'll be next year.
So he'll, possibly next year. All right, taking that into account, fine, go Mendoza. I don't think Pavia is going to translate well to the NFL.
Pavia feels like Jackson Dart. Like, he's kind of got that swag a little bit with him, but I feel like that doesn't always translate well. I mean, I saw the stat this morning. Jackson Dart's already been checked for concussions 4 times in his pro career.
Yeah, and that's just got CTE written all over it.
Well, yeah, but also, like, I'm not paying you $45 million if you're going to have to sit out every other play because you're running into things.
Yeah. I kind of get
That's tough.
Manziel vibes from him.
I like that. That's a good comparison there, yes. Who, or Tebow, like,
Yeah.
I want him in the locker room. I don't know if I want to write checks for $50 million to him.
Hey, man, Tebow won a playoff game. That's all I'm saying.
He did with 1 pass. That was a good one.
You guys are only down 2 scores here with 5 passes.
I
I
will say this is further into the game than I thought for it being this close. But, like, clearly the plan is just give it a Breece Hall. So even a best case scenario, we take another
You take
3 minutes off the clock. Let's say we go down and score. You still got to stop them and then go down and score again.
Mm-hmm. I think that might, if that's my decision, right, I don't like how this looks. I don't know if I give Fields another year, give him more pieces, give him a better O-line. I don't know. But for me, for 9 games, he hasn't been the guy. Actually, 8 games because, what's his name? Played for you guys, the one?
Tyrod Taylor.
There you go, yeah.
Tyrod Taylor. Sorry.
Oops, yeah.
They
But
actually gave...
he got that.
Now, I will say, he has the ability to make a bad play, a worse play, but he also has the ability to make a bad play into kind of a neutral. I have not seen him yet turn a bad play into this, like, a big positive. So that's the killer for me, is that I just don't trust him.
Yeah, which, fine. You tried it out for a year. You don't string it out. Go get you one of these top quarterbacks, and then you have extra picks that you've gotten for trading away your other pieces this year.
Yeah.
Use that to pick up someone like Egbuka or someone like Tez, or starter guy. I don't want to say secondary school, but not your 5-star schools. Maybe your 4.5-star schools, 4 stars. If we're talking NCAA manager here, but
Let's see what this number one. Let's see, NFL draft odds. Actually, let's just go Tankathon. I really like theirs. Okay, so right now the Jets are down to 5, of course, because we won that game. We would have been 1 or 2. But so they're big board. If I'm looking for a quarterback, they have Mendoza 1, Dante Moore out of Oregon 2, Ty Simpson 11 out of Alabama, Lenore Sellers, who is also coming off an injury. He would be 26. John Mateer would be Oklahoma. He was the one I was looking at for. He was early Heisman talk, but then remember he got hurt.
mm-hmm.
Garrett Nussmeier, no thank you. That's not an NFL name.
He got benched. Pretty sure.
Like Carson Beck down to 93.
I
Drew
mean,
Aller 134. And then here's your 2027 quarterback list. DJ Lagway, if anybody wants him.
we'll see. We'll see what next year looks like for him.
Dylan Raiola, who's coming back from a broken leg. And then, Arch Manning, Julian Sayin. And then your boy Reed. So that's tough. If I'm not looking for that, I don't need a running back, I don't need a wide receiver, tight end. Let's say we want a defensive lineman. There's only one. If I want an edge, 6, 7 edge rushers they project going into the first round. Well, maybe that's we trade and offer some teams those high picks.
Mm-hmm. Get you an offensive guy, get you a decent defensive guy, you know?
Please. What else you got here? That's all I got.
NBA.
As soon as that drive was, we just punted the ball. Yeah, Knicks started hot. 7-3 was they won 7. They were 7-0 at home, which was their best home start ever, and then promptly just got blown out by Orlando last night. But they have a cup game tomorrow against Miami, and we're looking okay. I just think that the Thunder are just a juggernaut of a team, and I don't know how anybody stops them.
Maybe Wemby.
Did you see his stat?
Mm-mm. I did not.
A block in 94 straight games. Is that a block?
I mean, it's gonna get to 150.
$150 would make it two straight seasons, which that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I believe it. Let's see. Oh, the baseball Cy Youngs and MVPs just came out too. Ohtani wins
They
it.
did.
Judge wins it.
Yep.
I do want to. We'll get back to basketball. But I do want to quickly say, the MLS did something today.
What was that? I did have a group chat blowing up today with that.
So, the MLS famously runs their own schedule. So they start the season in February. They run it until November, December. Like, they're still in playoffs currently right now. But the rest of the world is on the traditional FIFA calendar, which is season start in August, end in May. So you take the summer off. Because summer, that's when you have all your major tournaments, your World Cups, your Club World Cups, stuff like that. But people who've been on MLS, like, maybe catch up with, like, the rest of the world. And for years, they've been like, no, we're different, and some of the reasons were unique, and it was, hey, it gets so cold and we have so many different climates here that we can't play through the winter. So instead of playing through the winter, like we need to have, we have to play through the summer so that we can take the winter months off because there's so much snow and so many cities that have snow in it in the States. Which, that one's a unique one argument I get, but also it gets so hot here.
Yeah.
Why is
Like-
Orlando City playing? But also their argument is it's at night. But their point is that they were counterpunching everything that the media was saying and their fans were saying. And finally it came to a point where there was enough pressure that in May of this year at an owners meeting they talked about, oh yeah, like we'll bring it up at the next GM meeting or owners meeting, which happened to be today. And on the docket was voting to change the schedule, and it passed. People were surprised. They were like, well, there's a chance that they just shoot it down. They say, oh, next time. No, it passed. So they came out with a full plan through the start of the 2027 season. So basically, they'll finish up this year. Next year will go as they've been, because they're already so close to it. So they'll go February to... Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was nice.
Crazy
Stickers,
defense.
too. That's the guy we got from the XFL, I think. Who came across? Oh no, Stevens, sorry. But yeah, so they voted to pass it. So the deal is they'll go the 2026 season as regular. When they get to the 2027 season, it's going to get a little funky for about 6 months as they catch up. But they're going to do this like super short, truncated season from February to May. So only a 3-month season. So I think they're only said they're going to play like 12 games. They'll do a playoff, so there will be a champion for that season.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll take the summer off, and then they'll start their full official season, which will be the 27-28 season in August.
Okay, so it'll be like
that'll line them up with everybody else.
quick COVID year,
I was thinking like the bubble, it'll be
like a bubble, a bridge, sort of. Okay, nice. Well, that's good. That's looking forward for American professional soccer.
Yeah, it kind of just puts us in line with everybody else, which, if that's the hope and you want this league to be taken seriously by the rest of the world, like that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
So the next thing that they need to add is promotion relegation, but I don't think that'll ever happen. It's what's needed, but it will never happen because there's too much to lose for the owners. So
I know the St. Pete Rowdies have been fighting to get in the MLS.
Yeah, it's like telling the Browns, hey, you're 2-15 again, so we're actually going to bump you down to the XFL next year. And we're going to take the best XFL team and they'll take your spot. Owners would never agree to it.
No, something that the gaming world, at least Smite does or did, was they had their Pro League, which were their 8 teams or whatever that played a few different like blocks in a season, a couple phases where you round robin. Then there was also a minor league that was ran, and they took the best 2 minor leagues from North America and the best 2 from Europe, and would put them in a tournament with the bottom teams of the Pro League leading up to Worlds, so that some of those minor league teams had a chance to play against themselves again, because it was most of them. They'd have to beat a pro team, and then they could make it to the World Championships, the Super Bowl or the World Series of Smite. And at least the few years I went, there was always a minor league team there that had got through the gauntlet. They usually always lost in the quarterfinals, but there's one year that they made it to the semis, and it was like, oh,
that's cool though.
Okay, like shit. So I think that could be interesting. Take the 2 best XFL teams and make another 2 wildcard spots.
I think they need to do something because tanking has become such an epidemic that
Yes.
even to the point fumble, Pats have it. That's game. All right. Well, I will finish with this. I'll finish the last thing I have. I had a request for a topic, and I wanted your opinion on it.
Okay.
So the request was given to me by one of my students, who is a listener, and he said, "Hey, what do you think is the toughest sport?" And of course, toughest having so many different definitions, but
Yes.
fill in the blank with whatever you're thinking. Because I don't have like an official definition on it, but
Right.
when you use the word toughest, what comes to mind?
So, everything came to mind at once. First thing is, you're only as good as you practice, right? So, if I play basketball every day for a month, I'm going to be a lot better than I am today, right? Same with football, same with everything like that. They all have plays and schemes you got to learn. I think football definitely has a lot more.
Bigger playbook, sure.
Bigger playbook.
More players, right?
Tactics, right? More players on the field, right? So there's more pieces that you're trying to work around. Rules, who's your read? Your read does this, I go here. Read does that, I go there. But, I mean, I think statistically, hitting that damn baseball or getting that hockey puck past that keeper gotta be some of the hardest
Baseball
things.
has to be up there for the hitting aspect. I think less so for fielding is fielding. Fielding doesn't change from
You can track a ball in practice, and yeah.
the hitting, and then that the ball is just coming quicker and quicker as you get better.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, you're good at hitting 90, now hit 95. That's a big one for me. I think, to your point about football, I get that. I also think for football, the only thing that's a negative is that it's so specialized. So if you are a lineman, you don't have to know how to catch
No,
or
exactly.
throw.
Mm-hmm.
You have your skill set, and that's it.
And it's really, I come to plays and schemes and reads. That's your linebackers and safeties and quarterbacks and running backs, right? Like the wide receivers have reads, choice routes, stuff like that. If the defender's shaded outside, you're doing something. If he pushes back, you're doing something else. If he presses forward, right? Like you've got all those internal reads. But I think definitely the quarterback has the most knowledge they need to have, because they need to know defensive line pressure. They need to know linebacker stunting. They need to know coverage. They need to know if coverage is
How to throw the damn football.
how to throw the football, where to throw the football, like all that stuff.
But
I
also,
think-
I don't know. I think for quarterbacks too, it's a plus to have an athletic quarterback, but it's not a requirement. Like you could be a Hall of Fame quarterback and be Manning, and
Yeah.
never want to run with it.
Yeah.
So I say that to say you could have certain skill set and still not be good at other aspects of the sport, I guess is my point.
Indeed.
Pitcher in baseball, you don't have to be a great hitter.
No.
And that's what brings me to a number one.
Baseball?
No.
Oh.
There's only one sport, I would say, besides soccer. Soccer would be up there for me, unless you're a goalkeeper, obviously, because that's a different position. No, number one for me is hockey.
Okay. I'm on board with that.
Because you have to know, passing, shooting, it's a physical game where you're hitting. You're wearing pads, all while skating on 3 millimeters of blade
Mhm.
at fast speeds.
Yes.
I think for me that's you have to be so good at so many different things. Like if you're not a good skater, you don't even get to play. I think that's and then you have a stick and a puck that's the size of a hamburger.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, it's a fun little question to ask, and everybody has their own opinion, right? The the kid who brought it to me, he said his answer was boxing.
Okay.
Because you got to do all that while you're getting hit. And I said, fair, but I could just run around for 3 minutes. What do you mean? Like, I've seen Mayweather box. Like, I don't
Just play defense.
just play some defense. So I do think that it's the physical like demands of the sport. Not to say it's easy to be a lineman per se, but you're not getting hit as a lineman. They're just trying to move you out of the way. In simple terms. But yeah, that's mine. I think basketball could be up there too. Again, everybody's got to be able to shoot, play defense, stamina. Zach, dude, he takes so long with the ball.
He does.
All right, well, we'll just start revving up that tankathon machine. Let's go back to that real quick. What does it have us taking? Draft tomorrow. I have to look forward to next year. I can't.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's this season's dead.
It's got us taking Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson, 21 touchdowns, 1 interception this year.
That's crazy. And you know,
Wow.
I think that interception was versus Florida State.
You think so? I can look it up right here. No,
It was not.
Vanderbilt.
I lied. It was not.
But that was his lowest completion percentage, was Florida State. 22 for 43, 254, 2 touchdowns. He played... This is his first year starting, though.
Yeah.
Wow, 21 with 1 interception's a little crazy. Brother man, you got to get rid of it. Or you can run with it. I think the only thing I don't love from him is the games that they blew out. And again, this is at this point, I'm nitpicking. But the games that they blew out, these teams like the Louisiana Monroe, 17 for 17, but then they were able to move away from you because they could just run the ball. Like, what game has he had to absolutely throw the ball? I see 2 games over here with over 300 yards. That was Wisconsin and Vanderbilt.
So, just Vanderbilt.
Right. But yeah, I guess maybe it's not a fair comparison. I would like to see a Mahomes-ish where, yeah, let's see him throw 50 times in a game. Let's have that shootout where he has 50. He's 40 for 50 with 395 yards and 3 scores. Like, show me those, because I believe that translates better to the NFL.
Yes, because you're going from like getting the job done in college, which, don't get me wrong, getting the job done gets the job done. That might be all you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
To translating to a much higher tier of skill.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you are just a man amongst boys in college, then it's like, oh, okay, this guy's going to be fine in the NFL because he's bullying these kids.
Right.
Right.
I mean, like, I would say use Jackson Dart. Right. He looked good to like maybe touching great at times in college, but couldn't like cross that next threshold. And I think for him, he's kind of shown he has that swagger. He kind of wears that well. He's like, no, I deserve to be here. I don't ever see that from Penix. I feel like you kind of saw that from Trevor Lawrence like first or second year, but it's gone by now.
Yeah.
Like, he does not look like he's comfortable. Obviously, Justin Fields not comfortable, even though he had a great college career. Stroud had it first year, and had bits of it you'll still see, but not that swaggy franchise quarterback. I want him to lead my team, and I think I know it's asking for a lot. I get that, but that's what I want to take over my team. You let's invest in you. You come from a successful college career, come and take over this franchise and be the leading guy. But like, and again, I know we'll harp on it. Kyler Murray, man. I know the Jets are in a bad spot, but that always reminds me that it could be worse. Because how are you going to take this guy number 1 overall? And how many? Let's see, I want to see how often he made the playoffs. He's 28 years old. I guess if he's made the playoffs.
Yeah, I think that's a big if.
2019 draft. Okay, so in those years. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th season in the NFL. Has never crossed 4,000 passing yards. Has never had more than 26 touchdowns. As far as how the team is, his best year, 2021, they were 9-5. He was 9-5 in 14 games. But did they make the playoffs? They did. 2021, they went 0-1 in that year. But yeah, that's a stinker too. They lost to the Rams. That was the year the Rams won the Super Bowl, so I guess that's all right. That's all I got, man.
Jets looking to score here.
I was gonna say we'll close it out after this drive because were they on the 12-yard line or so? 12, 13. 3rd and 2. Fields, throw the ball.
I think you got 3 timeouts. I think you got to go for it.
Oh, we have to. It's 2 scores. We're down 13. And I don't know if it's the line's fault or if he just is a terrible decision maker. But it's one of those two. Or it's a combination.
I think it's a little bit of both.
And ball game drop. That does it.
GG's.
You know where to find us, and it's not on Thursday Night Football. It's a good play though. It's a good play to break up the pass. Pats look good. Pats look damn good. They've had a whole rebuild cycle, and we're still in our rebuild cycle.
Yep.
So, it's all good. Yeah. I knew this was a bad idea. We should have recorded last night. And I could just not even bring up the game.
Not even have to watch it.
Thursday
Could have just turned the notifications off.
I think I deleted my Prime subscription. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, that does it for us. I mean, we're hoping for some more good sports this weekend. I will say, I think 3 weeks left, 4 weeks left of college football, and then bowl series, bowl time. So we'll see. Good luck to your USF Bowls as well.
Yes, appreciate it. I think I might do a try to get some mock CFP stuff going, maybe.
Yeah, I want to do.
See how close I can get to the committee.
That's a good. And then I want to do halfway point season awards because we missed those last week.
Ooh, okay, perfect.
So we'll pick a couple categories and hand those out next week.
Perfect.
So, other than that, it's doom and gloom time. But hey, we're here. You know where to find us.
Yep, you know the drill. Hit that bell, smash that subscribe button, follow, like, comment, give us topic suggestions. We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.